Good morning, everyone. I will continue from what Dr. Lanto, the coordinator, spoke about InnoFoodAfrica, and I'm going to give a small overview of what University of Pretoria is going to do and contribute towards the project. And just do a small introduction about University of Pretoria. It was established in 1908. We got more than 59,000 students, and we got 7 suburban campuses. And in terms of research, we are top #1 university of research output in South Africa, and the top 1% in agriculture and social sciences worldwide. We have 9 faculties and 1 business school. And in InnoFoodAfrica, where we are involved, it's mostly the Natural and Agricultural Science faculty and the Faculty of Humanities. And the department involved from NAS will be Department of Consumer and Food Sciences, Department of Plant Sciences, Department of Agricultural Economics, and the Center of Augmentative and Alternative Communication that form under the Faculty of Humanities. And in terms of InnoFoodAfrica, you will see that it's quite interlinked, and the approach has been a lot in terms of interdisciplinary or transdisciplinary approach. And in InnoFoodAfrica, there are 8 work packages. I start with work package 1 to work package 8. And I will show you here, well, as you can see in this diagram, it's quite complicated, but what we can see that each work packages is really interrelated to have this transdisciplinary aspect, also to have synergism. And now what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you briefly where University of Pretoria is involved in most of the work packages and what are the work packages to do so that we can achieve the objectives and the output that Dr. Lanto talked about. Okay. Work package 1 is really to gather consumer insight and developing business model for the whole food system. And this is what the webinar is about today. And it will have the online training toolbox and application of the food-related sensory and consumer method, consumer testing of the developed food prototype that we're also going to do in work package 4 that I will just talk now, as well as the techno-economic feasibility of several product or solution that we are going to find in InnoFoodAfrica. And here who are involved mostly is Professor de Kock. Okay, she's going to talk about it later on in the seminar about what she's been doing together with Dr. James Makami, and there will also be 2 PhD students and 3 honors students involved there in this work package, as well as there is a research assistant, Mrs. Kenya. And in terms of the techno-economic feasibility, Dr. Jordan, and there will be 1 MSc student involved in this work package. In terms of work package 2, it's really about improve African diet to prevent all form of malnutrition. And here University of Pretoria will be mostly involved in quite a lot of tasks, but the main task is going to be really in terms of food consumption, cross-sectional surveys in Pretoria, Bloemfontein and Heilbron. Pretoria is in the Gauteng province. As you can see down on your left-hand side, you can see in the middle, top right-hand side of the picture, you will see Pretoria there. And if you go a little bit of south-west side of Pretoria, you will see Bloemfontein there. And the picture on your right-hand side, you will see where Bloemfontein is and Heilbron. Heilbron is more a rural area. And here, Dr. Marinel Hoffman from the Department of Consumer and Food Science and 1 MSc student will be working on this aspect. In terms of work package 2, it's really about to improve farming and primary production practices of African food system. And here, what University of Pretoria is going to do, they are going to look at farmers' participatory research in terms of training and good husbandry practices. And we have already the persons involved there, the researchers involved there, has already in contact with Timbali Technology Incubator, okay, where they are going to look a lot to work with about 20 farmers for product like orange fresh sweet potato, cowpea and bambara groundnut. And these products are shown on the slides on your right hand side, bottom right hand side. And the professors involved or the researchers involved here is Professor Quentin Kritzinger, Dr. Jordan, Dr. Murray, and 1 MSc student, and there will also be 1 on-site researcher involved. In work package 4 is really to develop safe and nutrient-dense cereal plus root crop fruit-based food ingredient as well as food product. And here at the University of Pretoria, in terms of ingredient, we will work on orange fresh sweet potato flour that we are going to produce. Also, we'll produce fat replacers. We will produce low glycemic index flours, protein-rich flours, as well as fermented flours. In terms of food product, we will also produce high protein and high fiber expanded snack, instant porridge, pasta, and quick cooking grains as well. And the raw material that we are going to use to work on this fruit ingredient and food product will be mostly sorghum, maize, cowpea, bambara groundnut, and orange fresh sweet potato. And here it's myself will be involved there with Dr. Clarity Mapengo, and there will be 4 PhD, 3 master, and 4 honors involved there. As well as I will say there is a researcher, Mr. Mapumulo, who is going to be involved in this part of the project. Other staff in the consumer and food sciences will be Prof. Taylor, Prof. Dudu, Prof. Decock, and Dr. Metlo Makulu, who is going to be involved in this project. I will say we have already produced the flour from orange fresh sweet potato and the fat replacers. And work package 5 is to really valorize the biomass residues, and here we are working on packaging material from cowpea side stream. Okay, myself will be involved here with my one PhD student, and work package is really to communicate evidence, information, and knowledge. Okay, and here the University of Pretoria will work in the whole package, but we will focus mostly in terms of adaptation for low literacy how to adapt information for low literacy users. We will also look at translation into 2 different languages, South African language is Zulu and Sotho, as well as we will look at how we can transfer the technology through the technology toolbox. And here Professor Dada from Augmentative and Alternative Communication, 1 postdoc, and everyone at UP will be involved here. In terms of management and coordination, it's myself involved here with Mrs. Dursley, Ms. Towley, and Mrs. Pillay from the faculty faculty of NAS, who is going to be involved here. And work package everyone is involved there, and this is about ethic application and implementation for the whole project. Okay, I would like to thank you for your attention.